500,000 years after the last human signal faded into background radiation, the galactic community finally reached the Sol system. Earth hung beneath them like a blue relic wrapped in clouds and mist. Ancient records described humanity as brief, loud, and violently inventive, then suddenly gone. Most historians assumed extinction by self-made catastrophe. The scouting armada of the Kelari Collective arrived expecting ruins, debris, and silence. They found silence, but not ruin. The first anomaly appeared beyond the orbit of Pluto. Gravitational echoes rippled through empty space where nothing should have been. Sensors insisted something massive was there, hidden behind layered stealth fields older than most civilizations. As probes approached, darkness peeled back like a curtain. An object emerged, vast and geometric, its surface scarred yet intact. Then another appeared, and another. The armada slowed, or rippling through the command decks. What they saw was not a single structure, but a formation. Warships, thousands of them, arranged in patient formation. Each vessel dwarfed modern dreadnoughts, bristling with weapon housings sealed but powered. Their hulls bore insignia no database could translate. Yet the intent was unmistakable. The fleet was asleep. Not derelict, not dead, but dormant. Power cores idled at minimal output, synchronized like a heartbeat. Automated repair drones still crawled along armored spines, endlessly maintaining perfection. This was no graveyard. This was a sentry. Panic spread among the Kelari scientists. Humanity had not fled. They had waited. Records from recovered probes near Mars revealed fragments of old transmissions. Warnings etched into satellites in 100 forgotten languages. Messages never meant for the gentle. One translated phrase echoed across the flagship bridge. Earth is not abandoned. Earth is sleeping. Command debated immediate withdrawal. But curiosity outweighed fear as it always did. A delegation vessel was dispatched toward Earth orbit, threading carefully between dormant giants. None of the warships reacted. Their guns remained dark. Their silence deeper than vacuum. Below them, Earth rotated peacefully. Oceans shimmered, forests reclaimed cities, ice caps gleamed untouched. No radio chatter, no traffic, no visible civilization. Just a living planet guarded by gods that refused to wake. The Kelari believed they had discovered a relic of a dead race. They were wrong. The delegation vessel descended toward Earth with engines throttled low. Every movement was logged, analyzed, and debated by the fleet above. Still, the sleeping warships did nothing. That silence emboldened the Kelari. They landed near the ruins of an ancient megacity, half buried beneath forests and sediment. Stone towers lay shattered, steel bones rusted into the soil. Nature had erased most traces of human ambition. But not all. Beneath the crust, sensors detected vast hollow spaces. Artificial caverns stretched for thousands of kilometers. Power signatures pulsed faintly, matching those of the orbital fleet. The planet itself was part of the system. Exploration drones breached an underground vault sealed by doors kilometers thick. Inside waited rows of machines, humanoid and massive. War constructs stood frozen, hands resting on weapons that could split continents. Each bore a single marking across the chest. If we sleep, let it be together. The Kelari began to understand. Humans had not trusted the stars. They had trusted time. Deeper still, the explorers found something else. Cryogenic chambers, billions of them, layered like honeycomb. Every chamber held a human, preserved at the edge of life. Not soldiers alone, but artists, scientists, children, farmers. An entire civilization paused mid-breath. Logs revealed the truth. Humanity had faced an enemy long before the Kelari learned to shape fire. An extragalactic force that devoured biospheres and harvested stars. The war had lasted centuries, and humanity had won barely. But victory came with a cost. The enemy would return in 500,000 years, or 1,000,000, or 10 million. Time meant nothing to them. So humanity made time their weapon. They built fleets that could sleep, armies that could wait. They locked themselves away, leaving nothing active that could draw attention. Earth became a trap wrapped in paradise. Silent, tempting, and lethal. A final message repeated across every vault wall. If you are not human and you are reading this, leave. If you cannot leave, do not wake us. If you wake us, we will finish the war. The Kelari delegation transmitted the findings to the fleet above. Debate turned to terror. They had not discovered a dead race. They had stumbled onto a loaded weapon. And somewhere deep beneath Earth, ancient systems registered foreign signals. Counters that had not moved in 500,000 years advanced by one. The orbital war fleet reacted 30 seconds after the underground counters shifted. Not with weapons fire, but with awareness. Dormant reactors surged to full output in perfect harmony. Hull lights ignited across thousands of vessels, like a constellation reborn. Kelari ships scrambled, formation breaking in panic. Automated hails flooded every frequency. Apologies, retreat declarations, please. None were answered. Human systems did not negotiate with ghosts. Deep beneath Earth, cryogenic vaults initiated diagnostic cycles. Artificial intelligences, older than empires, reviewed the situation. Foreign species present. Enemy signature absent. Contamination risk moderate. The war machines remained still. The humans did not wake. Not yet. A single human vessel detached from the sleeping formation. Smaller than the others, sleeker, marked with command sigils. It moved with calm purpose toward the Kelari flagship. Weapons remained powered down, but targeting solutions locked instantly. A message broadcast across open space. Not audio, not visual, but directly into translation matrices. We see you. We slept. You came too close. The Kelari leaders responded with frantic honesty. They explained who they were, how young their civilization was, how unaware they had been. They promised to leave and never return. They begged forgiveness from a race that had outlived time itself. Silence followed. Then another transmission. We forgive ignorance. We do not forgive curiosity without caution. The human vessel altered course, drifting between Earth and the Kelari fleet. A shield flared into existence, encompassing the planet like a second sky. Energy readings spiked beyond comprehension. This was a warning, not an attack. The message continued. Earth is under quarantine. It always has been. We are the lock. Sensors across the system detected something else. Far beyond the heliopause, spacetime rippled unnaturally. An echo of the ancient enemy, faint but real. The trap had worked. Something had noticed the movement. The human war fleet shifted formation subtly, almost lazily. Guns rotated toward the void beyond the stars. For the first time in 500,000 years, targeting arrays aligned for war. The final message reached every Kelari ship simultaneously. Leave now. Tell the galaxy what you saw. Tell them humanity still sleeps. And pray they never hear us wake. The Kelari fled the Sol system at maximum velocity. No one argued, no one looked back. Behind them, the human fleet remained, silent but alert, like predators pretending to be statues. As the last foreign ship crossed the system boundary, Earth changed. Not visibly, not violently, but purposefully. Defense grids activated across continents and oceans. Satellites rose from hidden silos, blotting out stars in precise patterns. Below the surface, human minds stirred briefly. Dreams touched by warning lights and probability forecasts. Then systems recalibrated. The enemy signal was weak, too weak to justify full awakening. Humanity slept on, but now with one eye open. Far away across the galaxy, the Kelari spread the truth. Worlds that had mocked humanity as a myth fell silent. Explorers rerouted, empires redrew star charts. Earth was marked with a single universal symbol. Do not disturb. Yet legends have gravity, and gravity pulls fools. In the dark between galaxies, something vast adjusted its course. It remembered Earth's. It remembered pain. And it began to move again. Deep within Earth's core vaults, ancient clocks continued their count. Humanity had never believed in final victories. Only pauses. The sleeping war fleet adjusted positions, imperceptibly tightening the net. Factories buried in moons and asteroids resumed micro-production. Ammunition replenished, armor healed. Preparation without panic. One day, whether in 1,000 years or 1,000,000, the enemy would return in force. And on that day, humanity would wake fully. Not in fear, but in fury refined by patience. Until then, Earth slept, wrapped in steel, memory, and quiet resolve. A paradise guarded by nightmares. Waiting.